Hey guys, it's Rafe Needleman here from Reporters Roundtable. Thanks for listening to that show. Listen, one of the things that we didn't talk about in the interview we just did with Mike Daisey and Charles Duhigg was a memo that Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, put out about working conditions at their overseas plants. That memo is being reported on widely, including on CNET. We have a full story on it. I wanted to get Charles's response to that memo, since what Tim Cook is talking about, although he doesn't use the word New York Times in the story, is the reporting, including the reporting from the New York Times, that is being done on working conditions. So before Charles left to Skype, I dialed him back up, and we had a very brief discussion about Tim Cook's response to the reporting on Apple's working conditions. Well, the story obviously has been developing quite a lot, and just a day after one of the New York Times stories came out about the harsh working conditions at the Foxconn plant and others, CEO Tim Cook, who is the operations guy at Apple until he became CEO, and who in fact is the guy who moved Apple's manufacturing to the state where it is now, or the country where it is now, wrote a memo to employees and also said that anything that says that Apple does not care about every worker in the supply chain was patently false and offensive. Charles Duhigg is still with us here, and I understand you've seen this memo. Any response based on what Tim Cook said here?
I've seen the memo, and our response to anything is always that we stand by our reporting. Mm-hmm. We worked quite a long time on the story and feel very comfortable and secure in our sources. Mm-hmm. And I haven't gotten a chance to speak with Mr. Cook or with others about what specifically he mentioned. He doesn't mention the New York Times story in the piece, mm-hmm. in his letter, except to say that we stand by our story and feel comfortable with it.
Okay, I think it's an interesting response that he has, and to go to what we said at the end of the show here, where you and Mike were talking about the constant drumbeat of criticism and attention. This may be, wouldn't you say, a step in the right direction if the reporting that you did and the reports that other people have done are accurate. To have the CEO of Apple say, we are focused on educating work, and I'm quoting from his memo, we are focused on educating workers about their rights so they are empowered to speak up when they see unsafe conditions, etc. Do you think you're having an effect?
I really can't say. I mean, without doing reporting, mm-hmm. it's unclear to me how people inside Apple saw our story and whether they even saw it in the first place. Mm. Except to say that, I know based on the reporting that I have done that there are numerous people within Apple, including, I believe, from what I've been told, Mr. Cook, who take issues overseas seriously. And I think that this reflects the fact that it has been a priority for the company.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for that response. Again, the story keeps developing. Apple CEO Tim Cook on the record saying we take working conditions extremely seriously, and we will continue to report on this at CNET, as, of course, the New York Times will as well. Thanks again, Charles. It was great to have you on the roundtable.
Thank you. Take care.
You too.